Hello, hello. Just doing a quick test to see if you can hear me. If you can just type in a little comment box to let me know, that would be wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to take no news as good news because we have reached the hour. And I'm so excited. So hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay, wherever in the world you are. I am in the south of France and it's getting dark really early, so it's already dark outside, but that's all right. So I'm so excited to be here with you today. Today we're going to be talking about 5 keys to showing up stylishly and standing out in a good way in 2016. I am so giddy to be sharing this with you. So, yay! So first of all, why are you here? You saw it, the information called out to you. So my guess is that, maybe you feel like when you look at yourself in the mirror, or when you look in the mirror, you don't really see yourself. The person looking back at you is just not you. There's something missing, there's a disconnect, you're out of whack in a way, right? You're mismatched. So all that wow and kick-assness that you have on the inside is not showing up on the outside. Or maybe you feel like a little bit of a fraud in a way. I know I have felt that way because, you're not doing what you tell your clients to do. You're talking about this amazing life and like showing up in this different way, but you're not really doing it, right? Maybe you're hiding out behind your computer and just working and going through the motions to get dressed, but not really like putting your heart into it, if you know what I mean. Or maybe you're just sick and tired of feeling frumpy and feeling uninspired and blah with what's in your closet. And maybe it's starting to affect your business and your life, because it can definitely, spread on over to other areas of your life. So hello, my name is Ejani Schultz, AKA the Technicolor Priestess. And I am a brand and style alchemist, and I help creative, overachieving misfit entrepreneurs just like you to discover their unique style, or style voice as I call it, and I'll talk about that more later. Express it through what you wear and infuse it into your brand, business, and your life in general. So why am I doing this masterclass today? Well, I am ready to freaking shake things up, okay? I'm seeing so many women out there around me, just not living how they want to live, not showing up how they want to show up, and not being the woman that they know they are on the inside. And style is actually a really great place to start, because it can have really profound and immediate effects. So it's a really good place to start. And as entrepreneurs, we all know that we do this work because we want a wow life. We want an extraordinary kick-ass life, right? Like that magical life, that amazing life filled with adventure and surprises and abundance, right? But how many of us are actually living that way? How many of us are actually showing up that way? And style is much more than, just putting on some cute clothes and being fashionable and, wearing cuts and colors that are flattering. Your style is actually an expression of who you are at a core level. So it's your energy, it's your essence, it's a visual expression of you at the at your purest, okay? And it's something that actually carries, and that you carry around and you throw around like confetti into every area of your life without realizing it. So this is why I want to share this freaking mega important information with you today. And honestly, it's sacred information, and I'll get into more of that later, but it's sacred, it's profound, and it's really important stuff. So I want to jump in and share the 5 keys or shifts that you need to make to start showing up stylishly, to stand out like a mofo, starting now, but even next year in a good way. Standing out, by that I mean just being uniquely you, like shining bright, not dimming who you are for anybody, just really like boom, pedal to the metal, showing up as yourself. Or as I like to say, stepping into your energetic stilettos and really doing it, okay? So I just want to tell you, I'm not a run-of-the-mill, style expert. For those of you who know me, you already know that. So what I'm going to share with you might be a little bit surprising, since this is about style. So I invite you to keep an open mind, make this fun, and start applying these things. And seriously, you will see the effects that they have, the impact that it has on your life, okay? So let's jump on in. So the number 1 shift that you must make in order to really show up and stand out with your style is to operate with integrity. I know you're probably like, seriously? Seriously. Okay, so how real are you being about who you are? Like how authentically, how real are you being when you show up, when you present who you are? Okay, we all know that, like, you know, for example, Facebook, it is in a way a land of fairy tales, because we, you know, lots of people, they get to show and edit what they want to. They get to share the good stuff. I've definitely been guilty of this, of like censoring different things. Excuse me, I have an annoying cough. It's on its way out, sorry. So I've definitely been guilty of this, of like censoring the stuff that, you know, I don't want others to see, sort of painting this picture, you know, for certain people. So what you wear is part of how you're presenting yourself to the world. So whether it's on social media or outside, right, on or offline. And it's also a reflection of how much you value yourself, okay? So I know this is a touchy subject, and a lot of you are probably saying, what, like, I do respect myself, I do value myself. Yeah, but are you reflecting that on the outside? And I'm not saying you have to be like, you know, wearing these amazing expensive garments, or, you know, you have to be bathed in gold or anything like that, or robes. It's not about that. It's just about being in alignment and really feeling like the person you are with what you wear. Okay, so that's like the main thing. So actually, I'd love to ask a question. I'd love for you to comment in the little box where you're watching me. Just tell me, how visible do you think you're being in social media as a result of what your style is? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not visible at all and 10 being totally visible, like you're sharing selfies of yourself and your life and just really doing it. How visible are you being on social media? I'd love to see that in the comments. Okay. Okay, so some of you, I know I'm getting some eye rolls, like, excuse me. Some of you are probably thinking like, all right, how I dress is not really important. Fashion is superficial, it's fluffy, it's silly. If I care too much about that, I'm gonna look like a total diva or like an airhead or something, right? But I want you to just think about this, riddle me this, okay? Over 50%, more than half of someone's first impression of you is visual. So what they think about you initially, like in the first like milliseconds when they meet you, it's all visual information. So you're communicating visually. Over 50% of that. That is a lot, okay? That is huge. Before even a single word comes out of your mouth, they've already formed more than half of their opinion on you, okay? So that's huge for us as, you know, entrepreneurs, creatives. That's huge. So remember, you are your brand, and your brand is you. And style is a really big part of your brand, of your personal brand. So of course it matters, and of course it is totally not silly, okay? Another thing that most people, you know, don't think of when they think, oh, whatever, they just shrug it off, you know, style as being silly or whatever, or frivolous. I want you to see it as an act of self-love. Really having style and dressing in a way that you love is an act of self-love, okay? So I want you to just take a moment and think of a time that you felt just beautiful. You felt beautiful wearing something that you loved, okay? Or you felt badass or smoking hot, whatever your word is. But I want you to just take a quick moment and think of a time that you just felt just amazing, okay? You have it in your head? Okay, so think about how it made you feel. Think about how your posture was. Think about how you interacted with other people and how they interacted with you, right? It was amazing, because when you feel like that click of, yes, this is me and I just feel wonderful, literally, like, it raises your vibration, your vibrational frequency, right? And so it's just a whole other experience, okay? So why wouldn't you always want to feel amazing in what you wear, or at least confident or neutral and above at a very minimum, right? Why wouldn't you want to do that? So hanging out in your PJs is fine sometimes. Obviously, there's always a time and a place for that. If you're sick, if you have a day where you just want to relax, that's fine. But it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't raise your vibration in the same way. It doesn't give your day or the way you're showing up that intention that, you know, really owning your style does, okay? So, and by the way, I want to also throw in here that comfortable, like being comfortable and being stylish, like they're not mutually exclusive. They're totally not mutually exclusive, okay? You can be both comfortable and stylish and make it work, okay? So one little takeaway, one little dare I have for you here is to start posting selfies of yourself online several times a week. Maybe choose like 2 days or 3 days a week where you post selfies to talk about your business or even your life. I'm really sorry about my cough. Or about your life. Just really, you know, be present. This can help you, like it can jolt you into paying more attention to what you're wearing. It can really, you know, kind of give you that push to be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. So if anyone is willing to take on this dare, I invite you to say hells yeah in the message. If you're willing to, you know, go for it and take a selfie of yourself and put it online a couple times a week to really keep yourself in check, then I really invite you to just tell me, share that in the comments, okay? All right. So next, the next thing, the second shift that you have to make, that you must make in order to show up and stand out like a mofo with your style, is to commit. Okay, so this is another one where I bet you're like, I thought this was about style. It is about style. So here's the thing. Being stylish can be effortless. Like there's no doubt about it. I help women do this every day. All my clients, I help them make the way they dress and how they show up totally effortless. But like any new habit, like any new behavior, you have to create this. You have to get into, you know, a routine. You have to get into the habit of dressing and going through certain motions and doing certain things in a certain way to be dressing in with effortless style, okay? It's like building a new muscle, right? Like we're not gonna just work out one time and then, or have the gym next door and suddenly magically get fit, right? So just like you can't just have a beautiful closet full of clothing and then magically get fit just because you have that closet full of clothing, right? So that's number one. Next, I wanna ask you, you know, are you waking up every morning and taking time for yourself? Are you committed enough to wake up and go to your closet and, you know, really set that intention to dress in a way that makes you feel how you want to feel, and that shows you and that shows those around you and potential clients like, boom, like here I am and I'm showing up and I'm doing this. Here I am, right? So, you know, that's one thing to consider. How organized is your closet, right? Do you have lots of things in there mixed in that make you feel uncomfortable, that, you know, that are maybe emotionally charged, that feel yucky, whatever? Those things can totally be messing up your groove, your style groove, okay? That's another thing to consider. How committed are you to cleaning out that closet and making it really easy for you to at least wear the stuff that fits and that's nice and that you kind of like, or, you know, from kind of like to love, right? And speaking of that, how much do you love your clothes? How much do you actually like your clothes? How committed are you to having things that you like and that make you happy? Another thing to being committed is, you know, have you taken the time to actually get to know yourself? Excuse me. I've been talking about style voice, and style voice is an expression of your core energy and essence. So it really takes, you know, connecting with yourself. It takes getting to know yourself better. You know, maybe discovering and uncovering new and magical things about you, because we all have them, that maybe you haven't taken the time to go and get to know before, right? So that takes commitment to go in there and really get to know yourself, right? And there's a brilliant woman who I know who once said to me that, you know, the clients, the life, the money, the travel, the excitement, all these things that we want as entrepreneurs, all this magic you want, it'll show up the moment you do. That just like blew my mind, right? So the money, the clients, the lifestyle, everything you want is going to show up the moment you do. And committing to yourself in this way is part of that, okay? Dressing in a way that you love is part of this commitment that you have made to yourself with your business, and as, you know, a person who is on this journey, this entrepreneurial journey that so many of us are on, okay? So, and you've also heard of that notion of, you know, being the woman that you are. Oh yeah, hells to the yeah, Chantal. Hello. So you've heard about this notion of, you know, showing up as the woman you are, being the woman you are, right? So seriously, would the woman that you know that you are, would she be hanging out in sweatpants, you know, with the crotch blasted out and a stained t-shirt? And I'm using that example because I've definitely been that guy before, okay? I've definitely had that. So she's definitely not showing up that way. That's not how she's like hanging out, okay? That's just not how it is. So we're not aspiring to be that lady. So if you are done, seriously, not making yourself, and how you show up a priority, if you're done with that and you feel ready to commit, I want you to just like right now, just say, I commit to myself. I commit to showing up for myself. I commit to showing up for myself. And then I cordially invite you to, in the comments, just post, I commit to this. I commit to myself. Okay? Oh, that's a big one. All right. We are trucking along. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick drink of water, and I think I have another cough coming on. Sorry, guys. That does not sound pretty. I am so sorry. I will also stop apologizing because I can't help it. Okay, shift number 3. Okay, listen up, Buttercup. This one is so simple, but so many of my clients, so many women I speak with just have a really hard time doing this, okay? And by the way, I didn't introduce you to my magical unicorn. I don't know if you can see it. There he is. Okay, so number 3 is give yourself permission. Just give yourself permission, okay? Do you find yourself having thoughts like, oh, I'm too old to wear that, or, what's someone with my body type supposed to wear with this or that? Or, you know what, I have too much weight to lose. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to waste money on new clothes for myself for now. No way. I'll just make do with what I have, okay? These thoughts are seriously holding you back from dressing in a way that you love. They're excuses, okay? And they're just your fear flaring up. There's a deeper fear here that I'm going to talk to you in a minute. So are you waiting until something happens for you to feel like worthy enough, or like you've sacrificed enough or you've done enough to finally be able to buy things that make you feel happy or wear things that make you feel happy? Because I know lots of women who have beautiful things in their closet that they're just saving for a special occasion, right? So when is it going to be time? When is it going to be, that special occasion or special enough or important enough for you to just put on those things that really feel good, that help you really, showcase who you are? Because that's what this is all about, is just expressing who you are, okay? So this is also about giving yourself permission to break the fucking rules. Just break the rules. Start breaking the rules. Have fun. Give yourself permission to dress in a way that makes you feel excited or a little bit thrilled or sassy or, like it's something new. I mean, it can do all of these things, right? Without caring what other people think. It's not about them. It's totally about you, okay? So shift into making it okay to dress for yourself. Just because, you don't need a reason. Just because you want to. That's totally reason enough. No need to justify anything else, okay? So if you're holding on to excuses, if you are, waiting for when this happens, then I'll be able to buy myself things, or, when you're creating those sorts of stories and putting those conditions on yourself, then, I could go buy you an entire closet of stunning clothes that fit you beautifully, but you still wouldn't wear them. Okay, so unless you give yourself permission to do this, you can have all the beautiful things you want, but you're not going to wear them. And if you do, you're not going to wear them in a way that makes you happy. You're going to do your best to stay invisible, to keep yourself feeling blah. That's what's going to end up happening, okay? So I want to ask you, how many clothes do you have in your closet that you're saving for that special occasion? Today is that special occasion. Okay, today is a special occasion. So I don't know what time zone all of you are in, but seriously, go to your closet and put something on and just declare that today is a special freaking occasion. Put on the lacy undies and skivvies. Put on the kick-ass shoes. Put on that blingy cocktail ring that you just have, collecting dust. Put it on, wear it, because today is that special occasion, because you're just giving yourself permission to do it, okay? There you go. All right. Yay! And it's easy, once you just get into the habit of doing it, again, it's another habit. It just gets really easier, a lot easier. Oh, this cough, I didn't know this was gonna happen, okay. So the next really huge shift, and this is one, oh Lord, the ladies I work with are overachieving misfits. And if there's one trait that I've definitely noticed in overachieving misfits, that is something that I have definitely struggled with a lot, is the tendency to be all up in your noggin, all up in your head, creating stories, having inner jerk face, like dictate everything, right? Head, thinking, right? So shift number 4, the next shift that you must make to really show up and stand out beautifully in 2016 is to trust yourself and your intuition. And I know this sounds really fluffy, but just believe me here. So I want to tell you, like, I have so many women who tell me, how do I dress for my size? Or, you know, I don't want to shop right now because I put on some weight and I just don't want to waste my, like, all these things. Or, you know, my torso is really long and my legs are this and my butt is sagging, da, da, da. So how do I dress to hide that or whatever? That is not the approach. That is your head trying to find rules to help you solve these perceived problems, okay? But I guarantee you that if you do this, if you follow your intuition and just trust yourself, allow yourself to feel what you're wearing, allow yourself to feel into it, you won't need to worry about dressing for your body type. You won't need to worry about what shape you are, what size, any of that, right? Your complexion, what colors. No, things just work themselves out when you actually start to trust yourself, okay? I guarantee it. And I see it over and over again with my clients, okay? So it just boils down to being afraid of being seen for who you truly are. So these are just excuses, right? Fear of visibility, fear of like somebody seeing a trait in you that maybe you don't want them to see, right? So it's something I struggled with my whole life, and it came and kicked my ass when I started my business. I don't know if you felt this way or where you are in your business, but when I first started my business, like, it was paralyzing for me. I did not trust my intuition. I was thinking of what, you know, a coach was supposed to look like. What are my photos supposed to look like? How am I supposed to show up on social media, all these things? And it just made me shut down, okay? I don't want this for you. It doesn't have to be this way. Okay, and this is why finding your style voice and really just owning it and expressing that, you know, is just totally, it's really the way. It's a total game changer, okay? Total game changer, okay? And I actually want to share just 3 things that you can do right now that will help you start up-leveling your style. Seriously, they're simple things that you can start doing now to just really start showing up more, okay? So number 1 is intuitive dressing. So this is something I teach every single client. I walk every single client of mine through this, intuitive dressing. What is intuitive dressing? So basically what it is you go to your closet. So you wake up, you're going to get ready for your day. You go to your closet, you close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and you ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? How do I want to feel today? You might get an image or a color or a feeling or a phrase, whatever it is, right? So you get that, just a couple of seconds, and maybe you won't get anything, but you've tapped into that. You've asked that question. So then with that, you go to your closet, you reach for the first thing that calls to you. It could be a pair of shoes, a bag, a shirt, whatever. You go, you grab it out of your closet, and you dress around it, you build around it until you get as close as you can to how you want to feel. I know it sounds totally simple and a little bit woo-woo, but I'm a little bit woo-woo, but seriously, give it a try, okay? Intuitive dressing. So step 1, take a deep breath, ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? Step 2, you go and pluck an article of clothing from your closet. Step 3, you build around it until you are as close as you can to that feeling. You get as close as you can get to that feeling, okay? So I totally cordially invite you to just go do that, see how it feels. That's something you can start doing today. You can just play around with that, okay? And if you're already dressed and out of the house and doing your thing, then start tomorrow. This is part of that I commit. I see a few of you wrote, you know, that you commit. So definitely commit to this, commit to yourself and do it, okay? Oh, hold on. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I have someone, yes, Melissa, absolutely, about not wanting to show all of you and trying to look, you know, like somebody else to please someone. Yes, that's so huge. So we don't want that anymore. We want you feeling what you want to feel through what you wear. So I totally invite you to do that. Number 2 is to get to know yourself, which sounds like this gigantic journey, and it can be, it sometimes is, but it doesn't have to be complicated. You can be doing it every day in little ways. So get to know yourself, make a collage. Like seriously, just rip things out like a vision board or something, rip things out and just start pasting them on a board and just see what that looks like and what that feels like, the overall picture. Or you can do it on Pinterest. go to Pinterest and just type in the names of words or colors or feelings or whatever that you like, and just start collecting things that you love just because, and just see what that feels like when you're looking at it. Remind yourself of songs and movies that you like and tap into the feeling in your body that those songs and movies and different things give you, okay? So, you know, like the butterflies in your stomach, that giddiness, pay attention to that. You want more of that, because if you tap into that, then you can easily access it, and you know when you've reached that sort of sweet spot, when you've, you know, created an outfit that aligns with that, okay? So really get to know yourself again. Remember what it's like to feel these things. Explore, okay? Allow yourself to do that. Another one that we all used to do when we were little is to play dress up. You can do it at home. You can go to some shishi ass, amazing, expensive store that you don't think you can afford right now. Just play dress up. Go get 10 things and try them on in the fitting room. Take selfies. Just play, have fun. Like seriously, rock those crazy heels that you know you couldn't practically wear because you walk a lot. Just wear, like, dress up. Get fancy if you want to. Like, just allow yourself to see what all of that feels like. Okay. No judgment, no right or wrong, no good or bad. It's just allowing yourself again to experience and feel what that feels like. Okay. So, and another thing I love doing with dress up, because, you know, I'm all about the feeling in your stomach and stuff, is to put some music on that just makes me like, ooh, like totally giddy and excited. So I'd love to hear in the comments, what are some of your favorite dance songs, like for feeling excited or for really getting motivated? And put them on when you get dressed, when you play dress up. Put a couple of songs on that you love while you're doing this to like totally pump yourself okay? So give that a try. So those are 3 things you can start doing now to start up-leveling your style, and it will seriously make a difference, okay? All right. Finally, the last shift that you have to make, you know, that you must make in order to really show up like nobody's business stylishly and to stand out in 2016 is to ask for help if you need it. Have someone help you if you're at a point where you need help, okay? If you know that you've, you know, that you've come to sort of that moment where you're just like, I can't do this by myself anymore, then don't do it by yourself anymore, okay? Chances are, excuse me, honestly, chances are that if you're not like rocking your style now, your unique style, and creating looks that really make you feel like yourself effortlessly, if that's not easy and like a normal daily occurrence for you, then it's probably time to get support, okay? And I know so many women, so many overachieving misfits, you have amazing taste. Your home is beautiful. You have amazing taste in art. What you love is just like, oh, your aesthetics are just very, very fine-tuned and very elevated, but it's hard to translate that visually into what you wear. I see this time and time again. Nothing is wrong with you. It's not that you don't have style. It's just that you need someone to get you to the next level, okay? So, and also, I think I can guess something about you. You've probably watched dozens of videos online on YouTube, right? Read loads of books, maybe taken a workshop, maybe you've even hired a stylist like to go help you shop. You know, I spoke to someone who went shopping at, I think, whatever, a big department store with a personal shopper there, with a stylist. And she said she returned everything the next day because it just didn't feel like her, okay? So maybe you've done all those things and it just hasn't worked. And I want to tell you that doing all this does not have the same impact because, you know, these things don't really help you get to the core of who you are. They don't help you understand what it is that you are here to express and how to express that visually in your own unique way, okay? At a true core level. Okay, so that's why it's just not going to work, right? They're not helping. None of these things are helping you really get to the core of you, which is your style voice. Okay, so and I want to share, like, I've had several moments as an entrepreneur and as a human being where I have known that I had to ask for help. I had to have someone come in and help me to get to the next level. If I wanted things to change, the only way that it was going to happen is if I had someone help me do that. I just knew that. So if you're there, then it's time to, like, you know, get support. So I want to ask you, how ready are you to change this? How ready are you to, like, leave the frumpiness and the yuck behind and to finally just start, you know, dressing effortlessly and feeling amazing at what you wear? So I don't, you know, if you're feeling like you've come to that point where you've plateaued, and you need someone to guide you or teach you and motivate you and hold you accountable, then you know, definitely reach out to somebody, okay? So those are the 5 shifts that I invite you to start making now to totally take your style to the next level, to stand out like a mofo. And actually, speaking of getting support, I want to share with you something so exciting that I have had in the works. So I've worked with dozens of private clients, you know, one-on-one, helping them find their style voice and helping them to embody who they are through what they wear. And I've seen women honestly go from being, you know, feeling like total wallflowers and just invisible to literally rocking the stage at a big speaking event, or, you know, women who just had no clue about what their style was, go and just like own a photo shoot and have photos where their clients are just like, oh my goodness, that is so amazing. I just totally connected with you. So the style voice, it's seriously, as one client said, finding my style voice was just truly fucking awesome. That is a direct quote. So it really is life-changing. So with that said, I am giddy to announce the Finding Your Style Voice virtual style retreat. Oh my God, OMG, okay, I'm so freaking exciting. So it's the first time I'll be doing, you know, this kind of work, style voice work, in a group setting. And it's going to be seriously amazing. So what it includes, it has two 2.5-hour workshops where we're in a group setting. I am there teaching you and also taking you through the style voice process so you can get to know, you know, I ask you the questions, prompts, all the things I do with my private clients, taking a very small group of women, doing this, we're going through this experience so that you can define your style voice by the end of this, of our first workshop together, okay? While we're there, we're like helping each other, supporting each other. You can ask questions, you're there with these other amazing women, you know, and it's just a beautiful thing. So you're getting to know yourself in a whole new way, and you're discovering your style voice, okay? Then we have 7 days just in between, you know, after that first workshop, where we are doing, you're receiving every day via email, you're receiving prompts and tips and tools and different dares and challenges and things like that to help push you out of your comfort zone and start, you know, optimizing your wardrobe and approaching the way you dress in a totally different way. Okay, it's really exciting too. This is really to help you be in the trenches, to be, you know, hands-on, like experiencing this, really practicing intuitive dressing and feeling into it and really playing with that. And starting to trust your intuition like never before. While you're doing that, there's a Facebook group. We have a Facebook community. I'm there supporting you. You're posting selfies. We're giving each other feedback. You know, you're connecting with these other amazing women as they're on their style voice, you know, extravaganza journey as well. So you're there supporting each other, really getting that support. And then, you know, after a week of that, then we have another 2.5-hour workshop together as a group, where we then put together looks from your closet. So you're putting together totally new looks. You're learning how to do intuitive dressing like with me. So I'm there supporting each of you to come up with some totally new outfits that you've never worn. Oh, it's just amazing. And also at the end of the second workshop, we're also looking at how to show up, how to be visible on social media, how to, you know, be distinctly you, and different tips and tricks that I use, you know, with my style to get noticed in a good way on social media, so that my ideal clients, my overachieving misfits, can see me and know that I'm their gal when it comes to their style and owning it, okay? So I'm so freaking excited about that. So that's how it works, okay? So the program is normally $597, which is less than half of, it's like lower than half the cost that I avoid it is to work with me privately, one-on-one. But for women on this call only, so if you're here on this call right now, I will not only give you a special price of $497, okay? That's pretty freaking low. You're gonna get 5 hours face-to-face with me, a Facebook group, a weekly challenge where you're gonna be experiencing your style voice. You're gonna be like rocking the shit out of your style by the end of this. I'm not even kidding you. And you're gonna have like style voice sisters also helping you and supporting you and just cheering you on. So it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So I will give all of this to you for $497, and you will also get a 30-minute one-on-one bonus session with me, a Skype session, where we go in your closet and I guide you even more to, like, you know, push you even further out of your boundaries and help you hone in on your style voice even more, okay? So, and also just to make it super mega simple and easy, the first payment, actually, you just have to put $100 down, because I know it's Christmas, it's the holidays. So $100 down, hold your spot, and then you can do a payment plan of 2 payments for the remaining amount, okay, for the $397 that remains. So it would be mid-January, mid-February. That's pretty simple, easy peasy. So 100 down now, and then you know, the rest split up, the 397 split up into 2 payments in mid-January, mid-February. Because I want this to be a no-brainer for you. I want this to be so easy. So this offer of $497 plus the bonus session plus the payment plan is only available until tomorrow, 24 hours. So Friday, the 18th. Okay. So after that, I'll be announcing it publicly. I'm keeping this really small. I'm capping it at 10 women because I want it to be an intimate, just kick-ass, amazing, dreamy experience for everyone. I want to be able to, you know, help everyone equally, answer all questions that all the participants have. I want it to just be really small and cozy, comfy, and just feel like a magical slumber party retreat. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping it at 10. I haven't announced it publicly. To thank you for being here. I've given you this amazing opportunity for this discount. So it's really something I'm passionate about. You can ask any of my former and current clients. It will change your life. It really will. I can say that sincerely, really, looking you right in the peepers, okay? So if you're totally into this, you can click below the page where you're watching me now, and there's a little button to set up a call with me. So set up a call. We can chat, I'll give you the deets, and then I will send you the information and you can sign right up. If you want to read more about the actual virtual style retreat, so more of the details and things like that, you can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/style retreat. So that's, I'm gonna actually put it in the comments as well. Okay. bit.ly/style retreat. Okay, so you can go there, read about this. Definitely sign up for a call with me. And why am I not just allowing you to just buy and whatever, you know, just sign up right now? Because I want to make sure that the 10 women that are in this group really jive, that we're in alignment, that it's just going to be an amazing experience, okay? Because we're going to be on a retreat together. So I want it to be beautiful, okay? So there we go. Again, 10 women. I'm so excited to speak to some of you today. Whoever decides to sign up for this call, I would be really thrilled to have you, you know, to chat with you and potentially have you in the group. So let me know. And now I am going to open it up for a few minutes to questions. So do you have any questions about any of the material, the 5 keys? Do you have any questions about the virtual style retreat? I am all yours and am watching the comments to answer them for you. So I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just gonna have a little drink of water and probably a little cough, and we'll wait to see if anyone has any questions for me, okay? Don't see any coming through yet. Thank you for being here, yay! For those of you who have to go, I totally understand. See you soon. Hearts and love to you. All right. Okay, so for those of you who are going to be watching the recording, this applies to you as well, so you can set up a call with me. Any questions that you have, you can totally ask me via email, the Eyenie so EYENIE, at technicolorpriestess.com. And I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to be sharing this information. We're going to be going deeper on all these things that I shared today, but hopefully you got some good nuggets that can get you, you know, started on this soon, ASAP, I hope today. And I wish you all the best, and I'm so grateful that you were here, and sending you all glitter bombs of love. And bye for my unicorn necklace too. Goodbye. I'm such a dork, I can't even believe I did that. Okay, bye.